Hello students, we are going to discuss about kinetics of crystallization. Crystallization kinetics are characterized in terms of two dominant processes. One is nucleation kinetics, another one growth kinetics. Both kinetics occurring during crystallization from solution. First one, nucleation kinetics. The rate of formation of a stable nuclei, that is nucleation kinetics. Second one, growth kinetics. The rate at which a stable nuclei grows to a macroscopic crystal, that is large crystal. This is growth kinetics. Impact on crystallization kinetics. Surface area of the crystal slurry plays an important role in determining crystal nucleation and growth kinetics. At the start of a crystallization process, surface area of crystal present in the slurry is low. Nucleation can dominate over growth, regardless of other kinetic factors. Crystallization proceeds, surface area increases, and it is possible for growth kinetics to become more favorable. When a linear cooling rate is applied to a crystallization process, it is possible for supersaturation to build up initially when there is no surface area available for growth. Build-up result in fast and often unpredictable crystallization kinetics with nucleation often dominating. Next one, constant supersaturation. Clever technique for enhancing growth is to cool very slowly at first when surface area is limited. This keeps supersaturation low and allow growth to dominate. After some time, when surface area has increased, cooling rate can be increased, reducing batch time while still favoring growth. This technique strikes the right balance between controlling supersaturation and excessive nucleation while avoiding very long batch time. One drawback from this approach is that implementing a nonlinear cooling or anti-solvent addition profile in the plant can be difficult and add complexity to a process. However, success can still be achieved by using a small number of linear ramp. Ramp is nothing but that is a loop while achieving a similar result. Anti-solvent is nothing but it is a solvent in which your compound is less soluble. Usually, solvent or anti-solvent mixture is a good component for obtaining crystal, especially in the case of organic compounds. Are you clear enough? Okay. Next one, favorable crystallization kinetics. Value of implementing nonlinear cooling rate to keep supersaturation constant over the course of a process has been proven by implementing a control loop that adjusts process temperature in order to keep supersaturation constant. Monitoring and feedback control of supersaturation using ATR, FTIR. ATR is nothing but attenuated total reference. FTIR is nothing but Fourier transform infrared spectroscope to produce an active pharmaceutical ingredient of a desired crystal size. American Chemical Society, where a control algorithm is used to perform a crystallization process at a constant supersaturation. Okay, so thank you for your attention.